Oh, take a look at this. This is a great way to start a Valentine's Day here on Afternoon Focus. Looks like something out of the movie Up, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does.
So many balloons to deliver that she had to hang them out of her car window. And here's hoping she didn't lose any or have her car lift off along the way, Scott.
Oh my gosh, how in the heck is she going to drive with those things? And take a look at these little heartbreakers. Oh, these rescue pups are dressed up in their Valentine's Day best. The kissing boo sign. Oh, that just melts my heart right there. I'll take all 3 of those things.
Yes, please.
Oh, yes, they're so cute.
It's treat time. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, treat time.
Mom's like, okay, you 2 were good. You sat, you laid.
Oh,
now it's time for some cookies.
Good pups. Very good pups.
Oh, well, happy Valentine's Day to you at home. I'm Julie Grant.
Yeah, and I'm Scott Withers. Thanks so much for joining us on this very special Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Well, let's begin, as we always do, with some of the stories from the top of our feed.
You know, if you couldn't get a reservation for a fancy restaurant
been
tonight,
there.
fear not. We got you here.
Okay.
You can always take a trip to McDonald's. Here's why. You can order up a very special meal called the Cardi B and Offset meal. This is especially for Valentine's Day, Scott.
Yeah, the fast food giant announced the duo put their names to an order that is meant to be for 2 people. Now, it comes with a cheeseburger, a quarter pounder, a large fry, an apple pie, a large Coke, and a large orange high C. That sounds pretty tasty, actually.
It sounds like everything you could want, right?
Oh, look at it. It's right there.
And I read that they're their favorite orders. You know, she likes the barbecue sauce with a quarter pounder with cheese, and then he likes it the orange drink, you know, with did he like the quarter pounder? I think they both did, huh?
Yeah, the one was a cheeseburger, one was a quarter pounder.
Oh, that's right.
And then they had the apple pie.
Oh,
you gotta love the apple pie. I know, right? Now I'm hungry.
And their fries too. They're my favorite fast food fries.
With the
Are they yours?
I used hot mustard sauce on the fries. Try it. It'll change your life. It'll change your life, I promise. Lots of couples like Valentine's Day as weddings dates, but because it's so popular, booking a church or a venue like that can be pretty tough, as you can imagine. So instead, they choose the courthouse.
Or a different kind of court, like this one in Dallas. This couple, Ellen and Reed, got married at center court during halftime of the Mavericks game. It was officiated by one of the team broadcasters who happens to be an ordained minister. The couple got engaged at a Mavs game back in 2021, so the wedding there was fitting. They must be some big fans, I tell you what.
How did Mark Cuban not get down there and help them out? He should have been the best man, right? At the Mavs game, he owns the team.
Heck yeah.
Get him on in. But that would be fun, though. I've been to that arena. It is beautiful. It's a lot of fun. Mavs fans, they just love their team. So good for them. Sometimes it's not about a church. It's about where you want to, start your life together. We got married in a small little park right along the waterfront in Miami. Absolutely gorgeous with palm trees, and our dogs went. It was fantastic.
How nice.
Yeah.
Was the park significant for some reason?
It was near our house where we were living. We could walk there every day, so that way we could just kind of relive it every time.
Part of your life,
Yeah. So when we visit Miami, we go to that park and just go to our palm trees.
Oh, beautiful! I want to see pictures.
I will. I'll send you some.
Pictures with us, Scott, please. Oh, well, today, we know it's all about the sweets, the treats, chocolates. Have you gotten any so far? Maybe you're eating them right now. Well, the next story we've got for you, it blends the spirit of the holiday with celebrating some extraordinary teachers.
Yeah, it highlights a special lesson being taught in one of the sweetest ways we've ever seen. Our friend and photojournalist, Brian Champagne, has a story from Utah.
This is a 6th grade language arts class.
We receive beans that have been fermented and dried in the farm.
At the beginning of the year, we read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
We sort them, we roast them.
The American Academy of Innovation focuses on project-based learning and experiential learning.
Go ahead and dump the beans. We winnow them.
Here we just have the nib.
The cocoa nib is very bitter and very astringent.
For a project for school, we had to make up our own chocolate bar.
Scrape it against the side. Finalists of the competition came.
It's gonna get loud.
And molded their own bars.
There's potato chips mixed into the milk chocolate, and then we put a pretzel and some Reese's Pieces surrounding it. Good. It makes it crunchy and sweet and salty at the same time.
This is our tempering unit.
Whenever I get to learn something new, I am hyper-focused. I love learning. So learning about this is something that you don't normally get to do.
I like to describe food science as the applied area for all the basic science. So if people like biology, physics, engineering, chemistry, they can find a place to do food science.
This is awesome. This is like probably one of the top things I've done as a parent.
Then we cool down that chocolate and we put it in the fridge for 30 minutes and the chocolate is ready to go.
Wow.
If students are learning about
One finger on the corner and pull the side up to a point.
chocolate and the science of chocolate in a language arts class, it reinforces what they learn in science.
This is going home. I'm going to give them to all my friends.
Okay, let's go, people.
It's a highlight
It was really cool to learn about it.
for the year for us.
That is a science class I would never miss. Right? I would be there
You're
every day.
scientific. You did well in the science.
Yeah, I did. I love science. I'm a scientist, but I never took a class about chocolate. I missed out. I need to talk to my school.
Maybe that's a report you could do, like for Scripps News on the morning show, on Morning
that would
Rush.
be
Maybe
fun.
something.
Now,
Send you to a chocolate lab.
If you could make your own chocolate bar and put in it, what would you put in yours?
Oh my gosh, probably pretzels.
Yes.
I love the chips that they did because I definitely like the sweet and salty pretzels. Maybe like popcorn.
Oh, that's a good one too.
you know.
You're right,
How
though.
about
I'm a big fan of the crunchy kind of pretzel, but that salt and the chocolate, that taste, oh, so good.
I know. Didn't you get hungry watching that?
I did. All right. Well, speaking of that, grab your popcorn, get it ready as we bring you a few quick stories that you can share with your friends and family. Stuff that's just fun to know. And of course, today we're talking all about the hidden history of Valentine's Day.
Yes, it's fun to know those little sweetheart candies, you know, the ones with messages on them. They started out as throat lozenges. A pharmacist named Oliver Chase created this machine that could quickly produce the lozenges, and then he changed it up to create candy from the machine, known later on as Necco wafers.
Oh,
Remember the
yeah,
Necco wafers?
I love those.
His brother came up with the idea then to print the messages on the candy in 1866. This is how far back they go. And then they made them in the heart shape starting in 1901.
It is not Valentine's Day without those things.
Right?
I mean, they're not the best tasting, but it's fun to say, I love you or be mine.
They're like candy you play with, right? Like, you know, in grade school, you know, you give messages to people.
Oh, yeah, that was important. Which one did you get? Who did you give the I love you to? Oh, drama at school.
Yes, yes. And speaking of messages, we know one of the great traditions of this day are the Valentine's Day cards and the letters that we get.
Well, it's fun to know that every year thousands of people write letters simply addressed to Juliet in Verona, Italy. Now, the city is home to the star-crossed lovers in the Shakespeare's classics tale. Now, the letters are answered by volunteers of the Juliet Club. And each year on Valentine's Day, it awards a prize to the author of the most touching love letter. I did not know that.
Me neither.
That's pretty sweet.
That's why we do this segment, folks.
That
Always
was
stuff
I
that
would
is fun
maybe
to
next
know.
year I'll write a letter to Juliet.
Do
We'll
it,
see.
yeah.
That would be fun. Well, finally, we have our favorite love song. But what's do you know what the #1 love song of all time is?
I hope it's something from Dean Martin, but I don't know. Just a guess.
Let's see.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Okay, they deserve it.
They-
Lionel Richie, Diana Ross.
Oh,
Two
beautiful.
legends, living legends. Oh.
That's their 1981 duet. It spent 9 weeks at #1 and was part of the soundtrack for the movie Love Story starring Brooke Shields.
Oh.
I might have to listen to that today, dial that up and listen to that all the way through.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I've never seen the movie. Have you?
No, I haven't seen that either. Maybe,
So maybe
Netflix
that's
does.
today.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
it's a good day to watch
idea.
it. I was thinking like Dean Martin, like That's Amore or something. Like,
Oh,
I
that
don't know.
was a good
I
one
was,
too.
Yeah.
There's
but
so many really good love songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that one.
No. Sure can.
Oh, folks, we'll play it for your loved ones. And don't go anywhere. We're squeezing in a quick break right now. But when we come back, we'll talk about the life-saving gift that a husband gave to his wife.
Just knowing that he had the guts to do something so big and so brave, it's like true love.
Welcome back to Afternoon Focus. Check out this beautiful time-lapse video recorded in North Dakota. It shows a vibrant and colorful display of the northern lights just dancing across the night sky. That is spectacular.
So pretty. It'd be
I've
a
never
gorgeous
seen
postcard, wouldn't it? Like just.
Yeah, I've never
right
seen the
there.
Aurora Borealis, but it's on my list. That is gorgeous.
Yes.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Welcome back, folks. Thanks for being with us. Today is Valentine's Day. We're celebrating, have a Valentine's Day themed show for you because it's all about the love.
Yeah, that's right. And the couple you're about to meet is giving the phrase a perfect match, well, a whole new meaning. Antoinette Delbel is sharing the story from Virginia.
The James City County couple knew they had a strong bond when they got married 15 years ago.
Just so happy to have her.
That connection only grew stronger.
Just knowing that he had the guts to do something so big and so brave, it's like true love.
More than a year ago, Terry Jang found out she had stage 5 kidney failure. The 36-year-old thought she'd be on dialysis for the rest of her life, until the day she got a call from her doctors.
I didn't believe it, nor he didn't believe it neither. They would tell us, well, you guys are a perfect match. We looked at each other like, did we hear the wrong thing?
Despite the odds, Jang and her husband, Aaron Lee, were a perfect match. With the same blood and tissue type, Lee was ready to donate his kidney.
My husband's sacrificing for me.
The pair undergoing transplant surgery 2 weeks ago.
When it comes to a kidney transplant, that's the scariest thing for me. But because, so many episodes that she go do, it just makes me become a stronger and stronger person.
The couple now hoping to start a family, saying fate brought them together.
I'm eternally blessed and grateful of my husband. He gave me a second chance of life. He gave me a gift of life.
Whoa, wow. That is so rare that a husband and wife are the perfect match. Usually it's a family member or, a relative, distant relative. But a husband and wife to have that match like that they were meant to be together, like she said.
Right. Brought together by faith. And that was something that jumped out at me. I'm sure it did you too,
sure
Scott,
did.
when you heard that. It's just, okay, wow. So these two have really, really deeply connected on a spiritual level. And the love is there, and to love someone so much that you go through such a major surgery for them, you give them an organ. I mean, if that isn't true love, I don't know what is.
And the recovery for her is going to be extensive, but the recovery for him is just as extensive. When you donate that organ, it is not a quick recovery. So it really was a love story between, and I love the fact that she says, he gave me a second chance at life.
Yes.
That just sums it up.
Yes. Some numbers for you. Now, this is pretty fascinating. Over 105,000 men, women, and children are currently on the national transplant waiting list right now, and almost 90% of them are waiting for kidneys.
That's a lot. I didn't expect those numbers that high.
I know. It kind of got me when you think that's a lot of people.
This is one of those. One of those stories where maybe if you have a family member, you need to try and do the match to see if you can help one of those family members.
That's a good idea. Maybe just see.
Help spread the love. And speaking of spreading the love, we're going to keep spreading the love right here on Afternoon Focus.
We sure are.
Coming up, we'll introduce you to a sassy church minister who made it a personal mission of hers to help thousands of low-income families get a good quality meal on their table.
Welcome back. So for families who are on tight budgets, making meals that are both healthy and affordable can be a real obstacle. And for many families who live in food deserts, access is another challenge.
Amber Strong from Scripps Networks takes us to Washington, D.C. to show us how institutions are showing love to the residents through a good meal.
The food pantry at Urban Outreach in Southeast D.C. is a bit more than meets the eye.
We have a partnership with Amazon, so we get a lot of plant-based stuff from them.
It's part of a concerted effort to bring healthy options to the community.
We also try to give out low sodium, canned goods, things like that.
A few years ago, Pastor Will Stroman joined American University and Wesley Theological Seminary's Faithfully Fit program, a D.C. government-backed initiative turning people of the cloth from historically black churches into ministers of health. The program doesn't stop with handing out fresh fruits and veggies to more than 250 families a week.
We do everything from food demonstrations to creative outreach programs, movie nights that highlight healthy eating.
It's about providing access to those foods in the first place.
Here we are in our nation's capital. When I first started, if I remember the statistics right, like 1 out of every 3 kids went to bed hungry every night, just in this community here.
In D.C.'s Ward 7, where Urban Outreach is located, 2 full-service grocers service about 77,000 people, forcing residents to find alternative food sources.
When we know better, we'll do better.
A few miles away, Pastor Freddie Davis and Mary Douglas Brown at Pilgrim Rest Baptist are also working to fill gaps in the community, offering both physical and mental health support to residents.
We learned how to cook. We did a Walking with Ease program.
For Brown, a breast cancer survivor, the mission is personal. Like Stroman, she also has a health minister certification, which she puts to use with encouragement from Pastor Davis.
It's been one of my primary concerns because the Bible teaches us God is concerned about the whole person, body, soul, and spirit.
Churches have long been a go-between to black communities. For example, during the heart of COVID-19, places of worship like this one were set up as vaccination sites for neighborhoods. Faithfully Fit program coordinator Ayanna Wells and AU Health Studies Department Chair Stacy Snelling say the partnership was necessary.
If they don't trust the messaging, they don't trust the actual person in the face, then they're not going to do it, and it's not going to be absorbed into their culture.
While the messaging came easily, it's hard to ignore the social determinants of health that led to poorer health outcomes in the first place.
Residents in Ward 7 and 8 deserve many more options, and not only at the corner stores. To me, that is a stopgap measure.
For Stroman and Brown, the connection between spirituality and wellness came easily, reinforcing their need to act.
Safeguarding our health really helps us to fulfill our divine potential and helps us to serve others effectively.
I used to sit in the pew doing nothing. Nothing. I used to come, but I did nothing. And through Pastor Davis, I got to be very active. I mean, I do a lot now.
Sometimes a little too active,
Oh my gosh, how sweet are they?
Very, very. And that just goes to show you what a good minister or pastor or church leader it can really help the community.
Right.
They really can lead people in a direction because it's easy just to show up at church or the synagogue on Saturday or Sunday and just go through the motions and then go home. But when you have someone like that that's energetic and is like, let's help people and gets people activated, that really helps bind a community together.
Definitely, Scott. Something I realized last year in that, it's taken me a long time to realize this, but life, to me, this is my personal opinion, life is about doing good work. Mm-hmm. And these people are doing just that. I mean, they're giving of themselves, their time, their energy, time that could be spent with family, friends, to make sure other people are okay. Have enough to eat, have enough, healthy things to eat. I mean, when you look outside yourself, it really is about doing good for other people.
And that's what every day we should be like.
Yeah.
Every day should be about that, helping and doing something nice for someone else.
Isn't that the truth?
It is. Oh. That's what we're going to try and do.
Yes, yes. Oh, as I like to say, I'm a work in progress.
Right? We all are.
Yeah. But when we come back here on Afternoon Focus, we will show you what these otters are jumping for joy about. Oh my gosh.
We love otters on this show, that's for sure.
Glad to have you back, and look at these otters. They live at the Oregon Zoo. They are living their best life, that is for sure, and having a ball, literally.
Literally, they're having it. Maybe they're a couple enjoying a nice Valentine's meal there, having a little snack and a little play. They look like they're having so much fun. I want to dive in there with them.
Right? Okay. Could they be any more adorable? Like, we
No.
have an obsession with otters. Is anybody else obsessed with otters?
We do.
Like, everything they do is so cute.
Because they're constantly playing. I think that's what it is. Their entire life is just playful. And, oh, look, they're having a little Valentine's Day snack.
They're like the animals. I bet they're the popular ones. Like,
Yeah.
you just
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be around because they look like they're having so much fun in life.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, please join us tomorrow for some more otters. No, I'm kidding. We're going to introduce you to some moms and dads who are helping college students feel less lonely. This story is super sweet. They're giving them hugs, kind words, and unconditional love.
That is our show for today. We want to hear from you, though. Make
Yes.
sure you send us your ideas.
Please do that. Send them on our Facebook page, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Same time, same couch.
Happy Valentine's Day.